Hello, welcome to the new session of the Pre-Med Pro. So today we will going to continue with our ongoing lecture series that is of human endocrine system, and we will start today with the topic the thymus gland. Okay, so before starting the topic of the thymus gland, I like to say that please continue to revise all the previous lectures given by me and try to take down a note of that, because questions will come from that topics only. I can assure you that no other questions will come from except outside these topics, rather than the question will come from these topics. So write down the today's topic. It's thymus gland. So thymus gland, the origin of the thymus gland is endodermal. It's located behind the sternum. It's located behind the sternum. So sternum is behind the sternum. Here, this is the sternum. So it's located behind it. Okay, behind the sternum. And between the lungs. Between the lungs. On the ventral side. On the ventral side of aorta. So the hormone that is released from the thymus gland, hormone that is being released from the thymus gland is called the thymosins. Okay, done. So what is the function of the thymus gland? The function of the thymus gland is helps in the maturation and differentiation of differentiation and maturation of T cells which plays major role in cell mediated immunity and directly helps in the humoral immunity. Okay. So immunity can be of two types. One is cell mediated immunity and another can be of humoral immunity. So immunity can be two types. One is cell mediated immunity and another is humoral immunity. Okay. So in case of the cell mediated immunity, T lymphocyte are the part of it. And in case of the humoral immunity, B lymphocyte are part of it. And the function of the B lymphocyte is to produce the antibodies. So the T lymphocyte generally helps in the maturation of the B lymphocyte. So it has another function, helps in the development of B lymphocyte. Okay, the thymus is the only gland. Thymus is the only gland that shrinks or reduces in size with age. Hence, older people have lower immunity. Hence, older people have lower immunity. Okay, so older people have the lower immunity. Now come to the next part. We come to as adrenal gland. Thymus gland is complete, and now comes to the adrenal gland. So adrenal gland has a two part, outer cortex and inner medulla. It has two part, outer cortex and inner medulla. So adrenal gland is also called a suprarenal gland. It is just located above the kidneys. It is also called as a suprarenal gland. Okay. Now the adrenal gland has the three part of the adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex outer part, it consists of the three part: zona glomerulosa, zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, and the zona reticularis. Between the zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata and zona reticularis, zona fasciculata has the widest layers. Okay, so it's a part of the adrenal cortex. Now in the case of the adrenal medulla, it has no part. Okay. Now between the adrenal cortex and the adrenal medulla, I am giving a differentiation points between these two parts. So adrenal cortex, adrenal medulla. So in case of adrenal cortex, it comprises of 75%, while adrenal medulla comprises of only 25%. It is the outer layer, and it is adrenal medulla is the inner layer. The third one is it's a mesodermal. The cortex is mesodermal, while the medulla is ectodermal. Okay, so further divided into three zones. Further divided into three zones. No further division. In case of hormones are called the corticoids. Hormones are called corticoids. While the adrenal medullary hormones are called the catecholamines. Okay, called catecholamines. So examples of the catecholamines are epinephrine plus norepinephrine. So it has two hormones, the epinephrine and the norepinephrine. So now comes to the function of the adrenal medullary hormone. The function of the adrenal medullary hormone. The function of adrenal medullary hormone. So what is the function of the adrenal medullary hormone? You can write the function of the it secretes the three emergency hormone, that is the 3F response. Emergency hormones. That is a 3F response. Okay. Now in between the 3F response, 3F means fear, flight, and fight. Okay, these are the 3F response. Now come to the next part, the pupil dilation, the dilation of the pupil. It increases the breathing rate. It starts to make you sweat. It increases the heart rate. It increases the blood glucose level. It performs piloerection, that is the goosebumps. The hair follicle of the body stands erect. It's called goosebumps. And medical terminology is called the piloerection. It leads to proteolysis and lipolysis. So proteolysis means breakdown of the proteins, while the lipolysis means the breakdown of the lipids. Protein breakdown, while as lipolysis means the lipid breakdown. So now the hormones of the adrenal cortex. Hormones of the adrenal cortex. Now comes to these are also called as corticoids. Now the first is called the zona glomerulosa. Secretes mineralocorticoids. Zona fasciculata. Secretes glucocorticoids. And the third one is zona reticularis. Secretes sex corticoids. Okay, done. Now I'll write the differentiation between three hormones, the mineralocorticoids, glucocorticoids, and the sex corticoids. Please try to remember this. Okay. In mineralocorticoids, has special features. Hormones of the zona glomerulosa. They're called the mineralocorticoids. Hormones of zona glomerulosa. Okay. Aldosterone is the major mineralocorticoid. Aldosterone is the major mineralocorticoids. Under the control of RAS. Aldosterone basically performs the reabsorption of different minerals. Okay. Helps in blood sodium uptake, helps in blood volume. I have already said in the chapter excretion. Blood pressure, phosphorus and phosphate eliminated. Okay, this is the function of the mineralocorticoids. Now the function of the glucocorticoid. Hormones of zona fasciculata. Cortisol is the main glucocorticoids. Under control of ACTH and pituitary. So glucocorticoids is under the direct control of ACTH and pituitary. Now promotes gluconeogenesis. That is formation of the carbohydrate from fats and lipids and proteins. Promotes erythropoiesis. So in the case of the CKD patients, we see a gradual decline of the hemoglobin. Suppress WBC activity, hence act as immunosuppressant. Hence acts as immunosuppressant. Promotes proteolysis and lipolysis. Inhibit cellular uptake and utilization of amino acid. Affects the overall cardiovascular activity and kidney function. Affects overall cardiovascular and kidney functions. Now the function of the sex corticoids. Hormones of zona reticularis. Sex hormones are called DHEA, that is dehydro androsterone. Dehydroepiandrosterone. Now and estrogen. Under the control of ACTH and pituitary. They control the distribution of pubic hair, axillary hair, facial hair, etc. during puberty. So have you understood the differentiation between the three hormones, that is important hormones. So I am keeping up to this for today. We will start from the disorders of these glands from the very next episode. And we'll continue with the pancreas, the function of the pancreas, function of the glucagon, insulin, and then we'll further proceed to the testes. Okay, till then, have a good revision of the chapters. Please follow the physics and the chemistry syllabuses too, and please try to solve the mock test, and do please share and like and subscribe this channel, and I wish you a very good night. Bye bye.